So here we're told that there are some chocolates in a box and that a quarter of the chocolates contain nuts. And we're also told that the rest of the chocolates do not contain nuts. And we're asked here to write down the ratio of the number of chocolates that do contain nuts to the number of chocolates that do not contain nuts, and to give our answer in the form of 1 to n. So if I refer back to the question here, the ratio 1 to n is going to be basically the ratio of nuts to no nuts. So the ratio where nuts is 1 and no nuts is some value n. So if we have a quarter of the chocolates containing nuts, then we know that the ratio here of nuts to no nuts is going to be a quarter to however many don't contain nuts. And if a quarter contain nuts and the rest do not contain nuts, we can do 1 minus a quarter to work out how many don't contain nuts, and that gives us 3/4. So 3/4 of these chocolates do not contain nuts. So I can put that fraction here. So now we have the ratio a quarter nuts to 3/4 no nuts. And if we want this in the form of 1 to n, like it says in the question, we can simply multiply both sides of this equation, this ratio, by 4. And if we do the same to both sides here, we're going to get a ratio of 1 to 3. So we're multiplying each side by 4 and getting rid of the denominator here. So now we have a ratio of nuts to no nuts, which is what we're asked basically for in the question. And for every 1 nut, there's going to be 3 no nuts. And basically that gives us a value for n, which is going to be 3 in this case. So n is equal to 3. So the ratio here is 1 to 3.